Having a long-term car in the Car Advice Garage is a little bit like starting a new relationship. At first, everything is new and exciting, then you might be worried you're starting to get a little bored. But then you're falling in love all over again. But after a while, things start to get a little bit annoying. But then you realise that you're just being needlessly picky and the good actually far outweighs the bad. That pretty much sums up my experience over the past few months with the Honda HR-V. The Honda HR-V actually hasn't been around in Australia for that long, but since its launch, it's consistently been among the top 3 small SUVs, alongside the likes of the Hyundai iX35, the Mazda CX-3 and the Mitsubishi ASX. This is the top-of-the-line VTIL, which is priced at $32,990 before on-road costs, though you can add a safety package for $1,000. It's got LED headlights and daytime running lights, rain-sensing wipers, blind spot monitoring, 17-inch alloys, and these silver roof rails. All in all, I think it looks really stylish without being too ostentatious or in your face. But my favourite thing about the Honda over the past few months has been its use of space. It all starts here in the boot. Low loading lip, nice low flat floor, a wide opening you can easily fit a bodyboard in. I was a bit unsure of this cargo shade cloth thing for a bit, but then when you think about it, a lot of other cars have those hard parcel shelves that when you do take them out, you find yourself wondering, what the hell do I do with it now? This one, you can just twist it up if you know how to do it, which I don't. So my solution is, ta-da, there we go. Now, cargo space here, 437 litres, but this is where it gets even more impressive. Honda's Magic Seat system just offers so much functionality and space. So easy to flip these down, the rear seats fold 60/40. Now with those down, you've got a completely flat floor and 1,032 litres of space if you want to load it up to about there. If you want to go all the way up to the roofline, more than 1,400 litres. The Magic Seats really are awesome. Watch this. And then just lock it in, done. You'd be hard pressed to find a system that is easier to use. And then just look at how much space you've got. If you've ever had to move anything that is fragile or a large awkward size, how about pot plants or maybe even harnessing your dog, that's when you really appreciate just how valuable a system like this is. For your passengers in the back, the 2 on the outside, they're going to be fairly comfortable, but the one in the middle, this is raised and it's very narrow, so really not good for longer trips. There's a bit of storage around, 2 map pockets, 1 cup holder here, a little sections in the doors, tiny little armrest with no cup holders. Now leg room, as you can see, is really good, but headroom is impacted by that sunroof and by the sloping roofline. The driver's seat has been a very comfortable place to be for the last few months. I'm pretty sure the leather is actually even moulded to me by now. They're nicely bolstered, they hug you in. What did take a little bit of getting used to was all the touch controlled elements up here. Air conditioning, heated seats, and then up on this display you've got phone, audio, settings. What you don't get is an inbuilt satellite navigation system, which did prove a little bit frustrating. You've got to hook your phone up via HDMI cable and download an app. And then you run the risk of using your data when you're actually on the road. So you've got to be organised and preempt your travel plans and upload the maps before you leave your house. There may not be a lot of buttons here, but there are plenty on the steering wheel, and all your usual suspects are covered. You've got cruise control, Bluetooth phone and audio connectivity. This little button on the side stalk here, took me a little while to find. There is a side view camera as well as a reverse view, but you can click that on and off to see when you're merging or parking. So very handy, but it was popping up every time I indicated, which was frustrating when you're just at an intersection, you're not trying to park or merge. So here's a tip, you can turn it off just by touching the stalk. There's some really nifty storage options up the front as well. Hidden around the corner here, 12 volt HDMI and USB, that did take me quite a while to find. These cup holders, they're actually 2 levels, so you can fit even something like a big giant iced coffee in there, no dramas. Just watch so that second floor doesn't hide things that you need to find, like your car keys. It's got a 1.8 litre engine with 105 kilowatts and 172 newton meters. That's teamed to a CVT with 7 artificially stepped ratios. There's really not a whole lot to complain about around town with this car. It accelerates well when you need it to, though you do get a little bit of that inevitable CVT whine. It's pretty soft and supple around town over most surfaces, though of course potholes will upset it a little bit, but even on those low profile tyres it is pretty well behaved and quite enjoyable to drive. Claimed fuel consumption is 6.9 litres per 100 k's, and we haven't seen that. It hovered around the 10 litre mark for quite a while and seems to have settled down to about the 9 litre mark. Now it also up to 30 k's an hour. If it thinks you're going to be involved in a collision, it will jump on the brakes for you, which is really handy to have around town. It's not hard to see why the HR-V is such a popular small SUV. It's stylish without being outlandish, the engine and transmission are right at home around town, and Honda's renowned use of space makes it an incredibly functional vehicle. I can really see an active young couple or a small family really being able to use those magic seats to the best of their ability. Now, sadly, it's not long until I have to take this car back, but I think there's time for one more road trip.